Developing a product, you got to go MVP. If you want to develop a killer product and you're ready to learn from my mistakes, here's a little whiteboard session showing you the laws of developing an MVP product. So just what is an MVP product? Well, it's these three values here. M stands for margin. That's just how much profit we're making per sale. V stands for volume. That's how many sales we can make. And then P stands for price. That's the asking price for the specific product or service. Now imagine a diagram where we're looking for a triangle where all three of these are as full as possible. That's the ideal, right? But here's the thing. The lower one of those values are, the higher the other two have to be. That's just the way it works. If we have lower margin in this example here, that means we need to sell more and we need a higher price point. One of those two values is going to have to be at least significantly higher than the margin. 0% is at the center of this circle, but these 100% are sort of theoretical in a lot of ways. We have to relate those to competition, and we do that through market research. More on that in just a second. The deeper that you get into developing your product or service or whatever it is, the more you're going to realize how inescapable these laws are. If one of these numbers is down, the other two have got to go up. That's just the way that it works. If two of those numbers are down, the other has to go way up. So obviously the dream, like we talked about earlier, is to have all three of them as full as possible. But we can really only relate some of these numbers to competition, like we said earlier, right? Like your margin just cannot be 100% ever, right? But we can get really close to 100% margin. Your volume can't get to 100%. That's a theoretical number. The only 100% we could have is better than any of our competition. That would be 100%. And any benchmark we set beyond that would then become the new 100%. When we're talking about price, again, we have to relate that to competition. And obviously, all of these numbers, the higher that we can get them, the more ideal the payout is from that product. But it's always going to be an art of dancing between M, V, and P. And we can get these things dialed in better through development, through listening to our customers, and through sourcing our products better. It's just a matter of continuing to stay in the game and keep your chops sharp. Speaking of market research, one quick way to do that is through this website called SimilarWeb. This is not a sponsored video, but that's just how helpful this website has been to me. I highly recommend it if you're looking to compare website traffic, all sorts of different stats to your URL from your competitors. You should check this out. Do we have any hustlers out there? I'd love to see you in the comments. Comment MVP if you're working on developing a product. We'll see if we can work together. I love to work with people who are working on new and fresh ideas. Let's see what we can cook up here, okay? Onward and upward.